So today I'm going to start off with a bolder statement, and that is that the number one barrier between you and living the life you want to be living is stress. So let's take a look at that. How do we feel in the body when we get stressed out? We tend to get stomach aches, we get headaches, our neck and shoulders get all bungled up around our ears. We get a sense of tightness and restriction in the chest and in the breath. So there's a closing in, a tightening in. And this isn't just happening in your body, it's happening in your mind as well. Our vision when we're under stress starts to get smaller and smaller. And as our minds stay focused more and more on all the things that are going wrong in our life, the way we see the world gets smaller and smaller as well. It's like, I know you got problems, sister, over there, but I can't help you because I got problems of my own right over here. And this is actually the biggest problem with stress in our lives. See, the way that we get to feel human on a daily basis is through our ability to connect with others, with our friends, our families, our kids, our coworkers, our pets, the world of nature. Our sense of humanity is directly dependent upon our ability to connect with other living beings. And as stress constricts our minds, so it constricts and eventually restricts our ability to fully connect with others. And this starts to have a snowball effect not only on our stress, but on our lives as well. So there's a couple of gifts of understanding stress in this context. One is that it starts to become really, really important to reduce your stress. If you can see this clearly, that stress is between you and feeling human on a daily basis, stress reduction can start to rise to the top of the list of your priorities, which is exactly where I think it should be. And two, you can start to understand how mindfulness and the act or the art of becoming intentionally present is critical to our ability to connect with others and feel human, because the only time you can ever connect with another living being is in the present. So as it turns out, this skill of becoming intentionally present or mindful is how we develop the skill of greater connection. It's how we get to stop living on automatic pilot, and it's how we experience our humanity. So let's try something now. Let's practice a little bit of mindfulness. Let's practice becoming present for the experience of the breath. And then what I'm going to ask you to do for the rest of the day is see if you can then shift that practice of becoming present for the feeling of your breath into a practice of becoming present for someone else in your life. But first things first, let's start with the practice of becoming present for the feeling of the breath. So you can go ahead and close your eyes here. It'll just be a short, simple breathing mindfulness meditation. And I want you just to begin by finding a place in the body that you can most easily and vividly feel your breath. It might be at the nose or the back of the throat, the chest or the belly. It really doesn't matter. All we're practicing doing is becoming present in the mind for this feeling of breath just rising and falling through the body as we breathe. And each time the mind wanders off from the breath into our worries or our plans for the future, whatever it is, I want you to simply go and get your mind and gently practice again becoming present for this feeling of breath just lifting and lowering through the body as we breathe. Just practicing becoming present for this feeling of breath, this feeling of connection to the body as we breathe. And then you can go ahead and open your eyes. And now what I want you to do at some point in the day is see if you can practice shifting from becoming present just for the feeling of your breath into a practice of becoming present for the experience of another person. It can be a coworker at work, a stranger in line at the supermarket, one of your kids, it doesn't matter. But just practicing moving into this intentional presence or mindfulness for the experience of connecting with another human being. If you do this on a daily basis, this will change your life. I hope so much there was something of benefit here for you. I'll see you next time.